Today, we will go through the historical roller coaster of the US-UK alliance. It's a tale of drama, strategy, and friendship that's seen its fair share of ups and downs, just as that one friend we all have who's always there for you but sometimes drinks all your milk and doesn't replace it. So, where do we start? Way back in the 1600s, when the British were busy setting up shop in what would become the USA. The first English settlement in North America was Jamestown, Virginia, in 1607. This was the beginning of a complex relationship involving colonization, a fight for independence, and quite a few misunderstandings. Fast forward to the 20th century, and things start to heat up. World War II was a game changer. The US and the UK found themselves fighting shoulder to shoulder against common enemies. The term special relationship was coined in this era, thanks to UK Prime Minister Winston Churchill and US President Franklin Roosevelt. They were the dynamic duo of international politics, laying the groundwork for one of the most significant alliances in modern history. But, as all good friendships, it's had its rocky moments. Take the Korean War, for example. The US, flexing its military muscles, asked for a hefty contribution from the UK, which was still recovering from World War II and not exactly flush with cash. It was sort of asking a friend who's just bought a house to chip in for a lavish holiday. A bit much, perhaps? The UK stretched its budget to meet US demand, but it was a strain. Then there was the Suez Crisis in 1956, where the US told the UK, "Sorry, mate, you're on your own on this one." And let's not forget the Falklands War of 1982, where the US played a bit of a balancing act, eventually providing crucial support to the UK, albeit somewhat discreetly. These moments were a bit of friends having disagreements but ultimately finding a way to work things out. The US-UK alliance has been much of a Hollywood blockbuster in the grand scheme of things, full of action, drama, and the occasional plot twist. Economically, the two have been major players in each other's stages. The US is a crucial market for UK exports, and vice versa. They're similar to business partners who also hang out after work. Culturally, this duo has had a massive influence worldwide. The English language, for instance, has become a dominant lingua franca in many parts of the modern world, thanks in part to the influence of both countries. It's sort of they've co-written a best-selling novel everyone wants to read. So, as we look back on this storied partnership, it's clear that the US and the UK have been through a lot together. Sure, they've had their disagreements, but at the end of the day, they've remained two peas in a geopolitical pod. And hey, speaking of stories, how do you think the next chapter of the US-UK alliance will look? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more historical deep dives. We've got plenty more where this came from.